What's up, everybody? Greg here from a resident boxing expert from punchingbagsskunk.com and punchingbagsskunk YouTube channel. We got a lot to talk about this kid. This is very, very special. Had a look at him, and yeah, I'll give you my thoughts about this up and coming fighter. He's a great. I think he's got potential to be a great one. But before we get there, I want to say, you guys like my new hat? I know it's slick. Yeah, I bought it for the trip this weekend. Punchback Skunk gonna be in Atlantic City this weekend for the Atlantic City Hall of Fame induction ceremony. There's gonna be a lot of great fighters there. Legends, Roy Jones, Felix Trinidad. Just gonna be so many fighters there. Iron Barkley, Mark Breland, Al Cole, Simon Brown. I mean, it's just John Scully. It's just there's too many fighters off the top of my head. There's going to be a lot of bunch of great fighters and legends there. Atlantic City this weekend, I think the 20th through the 23rd, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. It's just going to be a great time. Punchback Skunk's going to be there. You know, we're going to just be down there doing our thing. That's why I bought the new hat. Anyway, I want to talk about this kid, Vergil Ortiz. This kid is something. He's special. Now, it ain't all the time that I tout and highly tout these young fighters. If you guys know me and know how I am, you know I normally snipe the new squad. I'm kind of biased. I mean, look, that glove there. So you can't say I'm totally against the new school because that glove there is signed by my favorite fighter, Gervonta Tank Davis. So he's new school. So you can't say I'm against new school. You know what I mean? So, but you know, a lot of these young fighters, you know, I don't like that stuff there. That you know, I don't like that fencing junk. You know, but this kid Vergil Ortiz, special. I had to look at him, and man, I'm like this kid is the real deal. This dude is awesome. I mean, Vergil Ortiz, and like I said, you guys know I don't. A lot of these guys, they sound like Mr. Perfect Champions. Perfect Champions. You know, Clubber Lang. I don't want to put Clubber Lang on nobody, but yeah, this kid's good. He keeps. What I like about him is this is where he's at. You know, I got a problem with that stuff. That shoulder roll, high behind the shoulder. Fencing bull crap. You know, I don't like that. I don't like the style at all. I don't care who. I don't care what you say. You know, if you want to defend him, whatever. But he keeps his hands up. All right, he walks you right down. He got a nice stiff jab. Bah, bah. You know, he nice hook to the body. I mean, he's got a full repertoire of punches. He has a full. Resume, not resume. What's the word I'm looking for here? He has the full arsenal of punches, right here. Although he loops his right a little bit. I mean, there's a little bit. Later in the video, I'm going to go on some of the stuff that I think he can improve on and stuff that could potentially derail him or someone can see. A good trainer can say, or exploit the weaknesses. I'll go over that a little bit later. Right now, I wanted to say what I think is special about him. What's special about him is that it's almost impossible to discourage this kid. I mean, did you see the fight? What was that? Him and Kavalauskas? I mean, Kavalauskas is no joke. I mean, Kavalauskas stung the hell out of Terence Crawford, which goes back to my other video when I talked about Terence Crawford being a little bit overrated and people go, hey, what are you talking about, Greg, and all that stuff. But anyway, let me get back. Let me stay focused, Greg. Kavalauskas is a tough guy. You know what I mean? He's not a pushover. This guy is, you know, he's tough, solid, strong. You know, good fighter. And this kid's passed that test with flying colors. I mean, Vergil Ortiz. You know, because that dude, he stung him a couple of times. I always tell people it ain't no mark against you to get stung. It's just called having recuperative powers, which means when you're in shape, you recuperate. But if you're not in shape, you don't want to work out, and you sit down a minute rest, and you get up the next round, and you're still wobbly because you're not in shape. Get your ass in shape. But anyway, this kid got stung a couple of times by what's his name? I'm trying to pronounce your name, man. Kavakalis. Wait a minute. Kavala. You know what I'm trying to talk about. You know, I'm trying to give him props too. But yeah, he stung him. And Vergil Ortiz kept his composure. He not only kept his composure, but when you hurt this kid, he fires back. And it makes him more determined. Like I see when he got hurt, he brought the fire. I'm souped on the kid. Yeah, I mean, he's something special. And I'm telling you right now, Greg from Punching Bags, boxing expert Greg from punchingbagskunk.com is telling you right now that this kid got a high ceiling, very high ceiling. Like almost I could be great ceiling. Now you know there's a lot of things that could derail that potty train to greatness. You know, all kinds of stuff. You know what I mean? You know, pottying too much, women. I mean, all kinds of stuff can derail your path to greatness. You know what I mean? Not working out, just being a jackass, and you know what I mean. But if he keeps his nose to the grind and works and does what he's supposed to do and stays disciplined, it's no telling where this kid can end up, man. You know, this guy can end up, right? You know what I mean? There's no telling where he can end up because I see. If you go to my videos, there was what little video I was talking about Javante Davis. No, it wasn't. It was the one I was talking about Deontay Wilder. Anyway, and I tell you guys that it wasn't. I was talking about Calissa Shields. My bad. Talking about Calissa Shields versus Layla Ali, and I think I got into some conversation about the eye of the tiger and having that fire in you and dog. And I was saying I didn't see that killer instinct in some fighters like you know, I didn't see that killer instinct in some guys. But this kid got killer instinct. This kid is a finisher. You get hurt with him, even if you hurt him, he's coming. I love that. That's what I like about. That's it right there. I always talk about these neutral fighters and how they fencing all the time. Tap tap tap. What I have to say? Tap tap tap. Point point point. Give me my money. Yeah, that's all they do today. But not this kid. Not Vergil Ortiz. This kid comes to fight. You know, he comes to fight. You know what I mean? And he keeps his hands up. Traditional. Not all this stuff here. He throws a vicious hook to the body. You know, and if you look at, like I said, if you look at the fight with him and Kavaliauskas, he showed his mettle. Like because that dude Kavaliauskas and him and they brawled. They came to fight. So yeah, he passed that test with flying colors. And I just saw. I gotta give props to that dude, man. Vergil Ortiz, punchingbagskunk.com says to you, keep working hard, keep doing what you're doing. Don't be getting sidetracked. Don't stop reading your press clippings. You know what I mean? Like, I'm great. And so, don't do none of that nonsense. Just keep doing what was getting you there, because you ain't dead yet. But keep doing what's getting you there. You know, you don't let the side jackasses and what do you call it, hang around groupie guys and coming around your camp and start souping you up and all that. Hey, groupers in your ear. Get away from all that stuff. You don't even need entourage. Why my guys got entourage anyway? Get that junk out of here. They don't do nothing. These guys hanging around, they're just leeches. So they are damn leeches. Can't stand them guys. They're the ones always in the Facebook groups talking shit. And they're the ones always. Oh, sure. I try to keep it clean, but sometimes it just aggravates me. You guys in the Facebook groups talking junk. These guys all over on YouTube comments talking junk. That's them guys. These fanboys. Let me explain something to you. Fanboy definition. Here's what the definition is. A fanboy is a fan that can't separate his emotion from logic and rationality. Okay. Because he's blinded by his idol, by the fighter he likes, or I sometimes love, because some of these guys border on love. It is what it is. But I'm saying, so they can't separate life. You talk about their fighter, they immediately fall into defense mode and they just go crazy because they're in, I don't want to say that love, that's disrespectful. But you know what I'm saying? Like they can't say, even when you present logic to them, if you play Dr. Spock from Star Trek with logic, and they just, it doesn't register because they're so blinded by loyalty and emotion, so they don't get it. A fan, a boxing fan, is a guy. I'm a boxing fan. I'm an ex-pro fighter, but now I'm a fan. But a boxing fan doesn't, even if he's discussing a fight. Tank Davis, my favorite fighter. But I can be objective when discussing Tank Davis because I'm not a fanboy. I'm a boxing fan. See, there's a difference. Boys, you know what I mean? Or talking all ridiculous. It doesn't matter whose fighter you love, Canelo, or whatever your favorite fighter is, but these fanboys go, how did I even get on there? How did I go from Vergil to my... This is what I'm talking about, random. These guys are ridiculous. Didn't wonder why I was ranting. Anyway, Vergil Ortiz, great. You got a great ceiling, son, and you can be something really great and special. There's one weakness I gotta bring up though, that about this whole thing. Oh, damn, I'm sorry. This whole thing about Vergil Ortiz is that the only kind of perceived weaknesses I see in him is that he can. I don't think he can fight tall guys. You know what I mean? Hence, a guy like Tommy Hearns. If you take Tommy Hearns in his prime and put him against Vergil Ortiz in his prime, Tommy Hearns will knock him out. I don't care about you kids. Hey, crazy old school, new school. I don't want to hear none of that. I'm telling you right now, prime Tommy Hearns will knock him out cold. Yeah, I'm gonna tell you why. Because he can't fight tall guys. He's not as effective. When he throws that hook down here, it's good. That hook up there is almost a slap. Go watch the fight against him and Maurice Hooker. Just look at the fight against him and Maurice Hooker, who's a taller guy, and see how that nice strong hook that he throws down here was slapped up. It was kind of slapping up there. Even the right was kind of looping too much. That's why I said earlier he's looping that right hand too much against the fight against Maurice Hooker. So that's why I tell you guys gotta listen to me. Go to what's the video? What's the video I put it in? I put it in one of my videos. You just gotta look for it. I think it was Training Methods. Where I tell the kids, when you practice, how you gonna fight. So anything you practice with, it's not gonna apply it in a fight. Why practice it? Like, that's why I saw that shoe shine stuff. I might fight. Don't even do that. Get out of here with that, man. That's playing. You know what I mean? All the stuff that you do. That's why a lot of these guys got in the bag and I say, you use straight punches. Because that's what you're using in the ring. Straight. You're not doing all this stuff. Or that garbage. So don't practice it. Because how you practice is why you're going to fight. You understand? That's why. Anyway. That's why I try to tell these fighters don't throw. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. But don't throw your punches up. Okay? Because when you throw your punches up, when you throw them down, throwing them down becomes easier. So anyway, in other words, if you're fighting a short guy, a smaller guy, your size, whatever, you're comfortable. But if you practice always, you're punching here or down, even when you shadow box, you guys shadow box and always, down. Throw your punches up because you build the muscles that need to be exercised, and that way when you fight a guy 6'5", it doesn't feel unnatural throwing up there. See what happens is you're always doing this when the guy comes in tall. You're so unnatural. You're not used to throwing up there, so it kind of throws you at a disadvantage right away. And that's the thing I'm trying to tell you about Vergil Ortiz. Trainer, I don't know who trains him. I didn't look it up, and sometimes I don't do research. I just guess, and it is what it is. And you guys that don't like it, screw you. You know what I mean? The thing is, I don't know his trainer. But I'm talking to his trainer right now. Get this kid throwing his punches up a little more. He's uncomfortable. He fought Maurice Hooker. He's looping the right hand too much. He should be coming down the pike with it. And he's slapping that left foot because it's going upstairs. You dig what I'm saying? Listen to me. I know what I'm talking about. Anyway, that's the weakest I see in Vergil Ortiz. But that's minute, man. This guy cracks with both hands. Decent punch, fast too. He's not slow. Not one of them slow plodding punches. He's fast, compact. Bop, 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 bop. He's right there, man. I like him. I think he's a special fighter. So I want to say, hey, man, to the Vergil Ortiz camp, you guys did a great job. And Vergil Ortiz, man, hey, good luck, man, because you got a fan over here at punchingbagskunk.com. And Punchbag's on YouTube channel. There ain't go too many punches in the head. All right, guys. Hey, have a good time, and I'll see you guys in Atlantic City this weekend. Peace.